What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, the question is now raised. Will Shakur Stevenson now sign with the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman, to be able to secure this mega fight and this mega opportunity that he has right here in the palm of his hands? He cannot let this opportunity squander away and slip through his fingertips, which is the opportunity now to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is the end goal for any lightweight and any fighter 140 on down, because he represents one or two faces of the sport of boxing. He represents a cash cow, and he represents a legacy fight. He's the total package as far as boosting your career and your legacy, right? Gervonta Tank Davis represents that. He's undefeated, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. He is sold out the gate, the biggest gate at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York history, the Capital One Arena history, and number 5 in Las Vegas history, right? So he's a major draw, and you're going to get the biggest payday of your career. But not only that, he's not a sideshow. He's an actual legacy fight. You beat Gervonta Tank Davis, that's a major feather in your cap. And Shakur Stevenson now has a massive opportunity in the palm of his hands. Everything has fell in favor of Shakur Stevenson that could have possibly fell in his favor to secure this fight that he stated that he wants. He claimed that this is the fight, this is what he wants. The question is he going to concede, and are they going to demand him to sign a multi-fight deal to get the fight? July 9th, Newark, New Jersey, he faced off against Artem Harutyunyan, and to me it was entertaining, but to casuals and to the mass majority of boxing fans, it wasn't crowd pleasing. But I understood what I was watching. And with that said, many people complained about it. And Shakur said, I can't wait to get the Tank Davis fight, and y'all gonna have egg on your face. Well, now the opportunity has presented itself by default, but nonetheless, it presented itself. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis was looking to face off against Vasyl Lomachenko in the unification bout. They already announced that it was going to be a new start of linealship, a chain of linealship at the 135-pound division, as Devin Haney vacated all the belts and broke that chain. So you have 4 different champions. You have Gervonta Tank Davis, the WBA champion. You have Dennis Baranchik is the WBO champion. Shakur is the WBC champion. And Lomachenko is the IBF champion. So they announced that Lomachenko versus Gervonta Tank Davis was going to be for the linealship and the unification bout. But Lomachenko decided that he didn't want the opportunity anymore. He don't want the opportunity anymore. He stated that he'll come back in 2025. So he walked away from negotiations. And now Gervonta Tank Davis has stated Shakur Stevenson is the lead to get the fight. The question is, Shakur Stevenson, again, the chips fell perfectly for him. He became a network promotional free agent after the fight July 9th with Artem Harutyunyan. Again, wasn't the most crowd-pleasing, but for hardcore boxing fans, you understood what you was watching. People wanted to see Shakur more aggressive. Nonetheless, you're a network promotional free agent. Lomachenko has stepped out the way. Ironically, he did an interview with Coach Kenny Ellis, Gervonta Tank Davis' trainer, and Coach Kenny Ellis, he stated that the biggest fight to make was Lomachenko versus Tank. And Shakur said, tell Lomachenko step aside and I'll fight him in November. Kenny said, no, we're going to get this bag and then we'll fight you later. Don't schedule anything. Well, Lomachenko's not even fighting anymore. He's not fighting Tank. So, addition by subtraction, right? In comes Shakur Stevenson. Now the question is, again, we have to beg. Is Al Heyman going to tell Shakur Stevenson, you got to sign a multi-fight deal? But the ball is actually in Shakur Stevenson's court, as long as he don't price it. Or is it going to be a situation like we had with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? When Terrence Crawford became a network promotional free agent, and to negotiate, the problem seemed to be Top Rank and Bob Arum, why we couldn't get the fight. Then when he came a promotional free agent, network promotional free agent, then they didn't want to give him his worth. And Terrence Crawford walked away from it. Came back, it eventually got done. Are we going to go through another scenario and situation where Al Heyman's going to say, listen, you never did no pay-per-views. You're not a major draw. We don't have to overpay you. And for a fighter, Gervonta Tank Davis status, you want to get paid. Ryan Garcia got paid. He never did no pay-per-views. Everybody talks about his fan base, his social media following, but it never translated. He never did pay-per-views. He never saw an arena without Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis, but they paid Ryan Garcia based off of potential. And it panned out. It did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys reportedly, $23 million gate. It panned out. Is that the route they're going to go with Shakur Stevenson? Is Shakur Stevenson going to have to sign there? I'm pretty sure you're going to have to do a 2-fight deal. A rematch clause with Gervonta Tank Davis. And if I'm Shakur Stevenson, you do a 2-3 fight deal. The first fight, you beat him. You plan on beating him. Second fight, you beat him again. And third fight, you possibly can get a showdown with I see Pitbull Cruz, who's with PBC, also under Manny Pacquiao Promotions. Or do you want to just do the 2-fight deal, right, and attempt to get to Lomachenko? Or you could tell Al, I'll do a 3-fight deal, 2-fight with Tank, beat him twice, and the third fight, you got to give me Lomachenko, and I'm out, right? Because obviously he wants to get Lomachenko. The chips fell perfect for Shakur Stevenson because he beats Tank Davis. He can now fight and beat Tank Davis and get the Lomachenko fight, and it still both makes sense for his legacy. See, if Tank Davis would have fought Lomachenko, I think he would have knocked him out. It's no point in Shakur ever fighting Lomachenko. It just don't make sense. But now you get the opportunity to fight and beat Gervonta Tank Davis, and you still get Lomachenko as a unification bout after him. And then you beat Lomachenko, you get the Dennis Berinchik fight, unify the belt. See, you fight. This is why it makes sense to do a 2-fight deal. Because you do a 2-fight deal, or you do a 3-fight deal, Lomachenko, but a 2-fight deal because Dennis Berinchik is with Top Rank. Now, you want to try to get the Dennis Berinchik before Keyshawn Davis do, because Keyshawn Davis is a close friend of Shakur, and Shakur has no intentions to ever fight Keyshawn Davis. So if you can get Tank Davis, then Lomachenko, and then you can unify the belts and become undisputed against Dennis Berinchik, you want to keep yourself as flexible as possible. This is going to be interesting. But is Shakur going to have to agree to sign with PBC? Let's find out. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you get the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.